Hi, I'm Troy Alexander for Child Support Game Over. Today I want to talk about presumptions. Now, one of the lawyers, attorneys, the snakes, the Satanists, one of their favorite tools is the use of presumption. And we're going to go to the Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act of 1993. And they have something that is totally fraudulent and a total violation of human rights in here. And that's number 5, a law which creates a rebuttable or, at the option of the state, conclusive presumption of paternity. There's that key word, presumption of paternity upon genetic testing results indicating a threshold probability of the alleged father being the father of the child. Now, as I explained earlier, the child itself is a corporate fiction, a construct of the state. You do not have the ability to create child or children. You have the ability to create offspring, sons and daughters, living beings. Only the state has the authority, so-called authority, to create the corporate fictions such as children or a child. So you are not ever, upon genetic test, the father of the corporate fiction child. You are the father of your son or daughter. And what they want to do is convert your genetic test of your living being and your offspring's living being and convert that into a contract, into a legal form of slavery. And this is where the fraud begins. So what they want to do is they want to create a presumption of paternity, and they are saying the state has the option of setting it as rebuttable or conclusive. Now, they had to say rebuttable or conclusive because if they just said conclusive, right there, they have violated your human rights, and they have violated just every worldwide known law of human rights on the planet. There is actually treaty pertaining to this, and the inability of a corporation to change your legal status against your will. Your legal status, such as being a legal father, can only be determined by you. This is something I've said over and over again. It can only be determined by you. You have full control over your legal status, and being a legal father is a legal status. They cannot default your legal status. They cannot just say, oh, we're going to do a conclusive presumption that you are now the legal father. This is the fraud. This is the fraud of the child support system. This is their weak link in their armor. This is the chink in their armor where to attack. And men, I am giving you the silver bullet again, once again in this video. I've been giving you the silver bullet, the red easy button over and over again here. But I'm beefing this up for you guys so you fully understand this. It is a rebuttable presumption of paternity. That is the key. They are creating a presumption. Lawyers love presumptions because they're Satanists, they're hateful, fraudulent creatures. You've heard the joke, what do you call 10,000 attorneys at the bottom of Lake Michigan? A good start. What do you call an attorney buried up to his head, up to his neck in sand? Running out of sand. What's the difference between a catfish and an attorney? One's a scum-sucking bottom feeder, and the other's a fish. There's a reason for these jokes, because they're true. So, here's the problem. We have snake attorneys loving their word presumption, And now here is a stupid law of the corporate United States, the slavery plantation, saying we are going to require states create a law creating a presumption of paternity. So let's look at the definitions of these words. A presumption is defined by Black's Law Legal Dictionary, a legal inference or assumption that a fact exists based on the known or proven existence of some other fact. So what they're trying to do is convert the fact that your genetics match your offspring's genetics and prove, according to that fact, that you now have a legal contractual obligation of slavery to the state. Again, if you don't understand what I just said, the slavery is to the state. It's the state bringing the action. It's the state that you have to pay the money to. It's the state that is doing all of this. This is slavery, men. And we have them red-handed with their hands stuck in the cookie jar. And I'm going to show you how to bash them over the head with a baseball bat for this. So they are claiming a legal inference or assumption that a fact exists that you are the genetic father based on the known or proven existence of some other facts. So they are converting an assumption that you're the genetic father to you are the legal father. And guess what, man? There is no basis of fact. This has to be based on fact. There is no legal basis or legal way to take take a proven fact that you are a genetic father to you are a legal father, because again, legal fatherhood is based upon the obligation arising from an expressed or implied contractual grantor, grantee, or licensee, licensor relationship. They cannot convert the fact that you are the genetic father to you are now under contract of slavery to the state. Now, they say it's rebuttable. You must rebut it. Let's go to, I'm going to use Wisconsin state statute. This is within that child support slavery crap. A party denying paternity has the burden of rebutting the presumption. Again, this leads back to the safe word. If you do not understand the safe word, watch our video on the safe word. The safe word, I'll give it to you again, is I am not the legal father. You cannot convert my genetic test that I am the biological father of my son or daughter to me having a legal status of legal father. I am not the legal father. You must rebut. Let's look at the word rebut. Claim or prove. You don't have to prove. There's no way to prove a negative. How are you going to prove in court that you never once smoked a cigarette in your entire life? It's impossible. So you just have to claim. Claim this evidence or an accusation is false. You must rebut. You must rebut the presumption that you are the legal father or the paternity. See, paternity is creating a legal fatherhood. They are trying to convert your genetic test or your being the biological father into legal fatherhood so that they can put that chain of slavery on you. So, once again, party denying paternity has the burden of rebutting the presumption. Repeat this after me, men. I am not the legal father. And again, when they try to bring you in For a genetic test, you must say your genetic test doesn't prove anything. You have no basis. See, this whole thing is in fraud. The child support industry knows that they do not have a contractual deal with you. They know you are not the legal father. They know they have no jurisdiction to demand a genetic test. They take the affidavit of the woman saying, I had sexual relations with this man during the time of conception, and then take that and try to present it to the court and say, throw him in a cage unless he submits to a genetic test. Men, you must rebut it. You must say, look, there is no relationship between being a biological father and a legal father. I may be the man you want to make the legal father because I'm the biological father, but I do not accept contracting with you. I do not accept creating the obligation from an express or implied contractual grantee or grantee relationship or licensee relationship. Again, this is the definition of obligation for 42 U.S.C. 651, which we cover in other videos, such as the last video. So if you want more information, go back to that video. So men, I'm giving you the silver bullet. And again, if you need help, go to our website, csgameover.com, order the book, or sign up for some phone support, and you can talk to Sam and myself, and we will help you through this. Going back, there's 3 levels. They've got level number 1. You got a legal marriage. I'm sorry, you contracted with them to put them in charge of your marriage and the fruits thereof. That's a tough row to hoe. Can it be done? Yes, we cover some of that in the book. Number 2, the second level, a little easier. You signed a voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. You are going to have a fight on your hands undoing that, but there is a fight there, and we can help you there, and that information's in the book. But this one, again, video, level 3, this is the easiest one, guys. You haven't signed a contract. You haven't signed an affidavit that they convert into a contractual obligation. Level 3 is they have absolutely nothing, and you have not accepted any benefits from the state for being a legal father. That's the way they trap you into the contractual obligation on level 3. If there's no legal marriage, if there's no voluntary acknowledgement of paternity, then they go for the implied contractual obligation. An implied contract. When you accept benefits of being the trustee for the child, now they're going to claim an implied contractual obligation. If you have not accepted benefits, they have nothing, men. And now it's time to take the warmer hammers out and start beating the crap out of them. This one's easy. This is the easy button. This is the soft toss. So, man, I encourage you, get your butts out there and get to war. Thank you once again. I'm Troy Alexander, Child Support Game Over. That's csgameover.com.